My Pangea House story is going to start off with my very first show there. And that was the night before the 2014 Teen Poetry Slam put on by Joe Davis and Minot High School. And Guante was in town from Minneapolis, and he performed at the Pangea House. And I was going to be part of the Poetry Slam the next day, performing my bad poetry. Of course, you know me. Everything I do is horrible in my eyes. But and after that show, not only was it amazing seeing Guante, this great artist, but meeting people who ran the space. I had to think to myself afterward, why have I never gotten into this before? Like, it felt so late. Like, this is something I should have been into years ago. But still, amazing experience. And then fast forward to August that same year, it was after Why Not Fest, and I was asked to be a member after having helped out for Why Not and setting up stuff and all that. And it was really such an honor to me at that time to be asked to be a part of this collective with these people who just do these awesome, such admirable things. And then fast forward again to November, and here me and my band Femulinity with Cody Alt were performing our first show at the 6-year anniversary of Pangea House. I say it was our first set, but it was like 50 seconds of me reading a crappy poem over Cody's ambient guitar, and then some punk drums and guitar thing where I didn't know that the snare had been turned off, so it sounded horrible, but, you know, people didn't care. Afterward, we were approached by people that just told us that the words and the sound, the music, they just really appreciated that. And that wasn't really something that I'd heard from people before, something like that people I didn't know saying these things that I'd written, and saying that they just really appreciated and enjoyed that. And then just this year, I remember at a meeting that I was at, the topic of the band Pocket Vinyl had come up. This band Pocket Vinyl had messaged Pangea House wanting to perform. It's like, apparently there's this artist that paints on stage while this guy plays piano. It sounds really weird, but it's probably pretty cool. And they come and perform, and it was amazing. It was funny how a non-Minot band made me appreciate home and Minot and the collective so much. But they have this album called Death Anxiety, and they performed that night. And the lyrics of that, here he's talking about living a meaningful life and not knowing what to expect after death. And it sounds probably arrogant in retrospect, but here I was this broody 17-year-old who thought that I was the only one who thought of these kinds of things and drove myself crazy. But all of a sudden, here there's this band and everyone else in the collective that was just so into this music and this concept, and it made me feel less alone. And that's just one specific example of how the collective and people that came through the collective made me feel like I belong there. And I can honestly say that I've never felt less alone than I did with the collective and everything, you know? And it's all of the people there, you know, it's not about just bringing Minot together. It's about, they bring people from all over the world together, and it's nothing short of amazing, really.